What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another great video of Fwesh Artist 101. I am yours truly, Mikey Fwesh, here with another great video for you today. The topic of this video is how to find and book roles without an agent. It's very, very, very important for the actor that does not have an agent or a manager to learn the art of booking roles themselves, finding these opportunities, seeking them out, knowing where to look, and knowing how to cultivate them. That's the topic of this video today. There are 3 tips that I used when I didn't have a manager or an agent that helped me book roles and get into opportunities where I can book roles. The first one is a fantastic acting resource called Actors Access. You need to have a headshot, a resume, and even now you need to have a reel on there to really kind of gain some kind of exposure on there. But they do have fantastic opportunities there. I actually booked my Young and the Restless gig through Actors Access, so the opportunities are definitely there. But like I said, it's a place that you like to go once you do have a headshot, once you do have a resume, and possibly a reel. One thing that is also very cool about Actors Access is they have different ways to search. So you can find union jobs based, that fit you. You create your profile, or you can do non-union jobs that fit you. So for the people that aren't in a union yet, it's a really good resource to be able to find auditions and just see what's going on in your general area or areas or cities near you, and be able to submit yourself for your work. So that's definitely an option. I would advise anybody just get on Actors Access. It does cost per audition, or you can buy it out for the year and get free and unlimited submissions to any auditions that you submit to. And whenever you're paying for something like that, I would definitely suggest taking your time. Don't just reactively just buy it. Take your time, weigh it out, budget things out, see if it's in your budget to do before you move forward with that. The second is to write your own stuff. The earlier you can get in the habit of being an artist that creates their own work, the better. It does a lot of things for you. One thing is you start to understand story structure as time goes on. You can translate that as an actor to be able to understand how to read scripts and how to read the underlining conflicts and things like that. I would say if you are going to write and trying to film your own stuff, but for right now, if you're trying to write your own stuff and write your own characters, choose one location and minimal amount of characters. The more characters you have, the more location changes and things like that, the more complicated the shoot gets. If you can do something like, a 5-minute scene of an interrogation, that's perfect. You can do that in a day. And that kind of stuff is really great. That also helps you with your reel. You can start putting that stuff together in a reel, and that way people are able to see what kind of work that you do. And that's the whole purpose of a reel anyway. Once you get further in the game, you want to have your reel have a lot more of your professional jobs in there. But if you have nothing, that's what you have to work with. It's a great way to start, and it's much better than just sitting there and waiting for someone to call you or waiting for an agent to call you. Number 3, networking. Networking, networking, networking. It is the single most important tool of any artist to learn how to network and learn how to love networking. It's very difficult for some people. Some people it comes easy. I know for me, I'm really good at networking when I'm not trying to network, and then when I'm out trying to network, I'm not all that great, you know what I mean? But it served me well in the past. When I first started out, when I had nothing, when I had crappy headshots, and I had a resume filled with like high school theater plays, and I had nothing to show for it, no reel, what I started doing, I went to colleges that had film programs, and I found auditions that their students were having for very, very, very short 2, 3, 4, 5-minute student films that were going to only be shown in class, because it gave me an opportunity for a no-risk practice arena to be able to train in front of the camera, because it's a very specific art and it is a lot more difficult than it seems, especially if you're coming from a theater background. A lot of things don't translate, and you have to find a way to kind of fine-tune that. But it was a very low-risk way for me to practice, and it also gave me the opportunity to meet up-and-coming artists that were going to be professionals in the field. They may seem like, when people hear that, they go, I wouldn't want to do that, I want to do Subway commercials. It's like, yeah, alright, well, no one's calling you to do Subway commercials, so you're going to have to be able to finagle that bagel yourself and take your future into your own hands. And these people are going to be professionals in the business. For all you know, a guy that you do a student film with, you might really like, and 5 years down the line, he calls you into, to be an extra or have one line, a featured extra in something that he's doing with a bigger company. You never know how things work out. You never know who people are. You just want to just get in front of as many people as possible, get involved in as many artistic environments as you can get. Local film festivals, poetry lounges, live music events, things like that. People that love art love being around artists. They love collaborating with artists. They love, finding ways to blend art forms together so that they can do cohesive things. Like, that's the kind of environment you want to get into. But always keep this in mind. This is work. You may love it may be your passion, it may be your dream, but it's work. If you're not willing to put in the work, you're not going to get very far. So get in your mind, student films may not be what I'm trying to do 5 years from now, but it is what you can do now. And you want to fill your time with as many artistic endeavors as you possibly can. So, I hope those tips have been useful. Please like and comment and subscribe if this has been useful to you, and please share with some of your acting friends that might have the same questions as you. All right? Thank you very much. Stay fresh.